Hey guys, it's Steven here, back with the big one. Manchester City head to Anfield on Sunday to play Liverpool, and I'm already nervous, guys. I'm genuinely already nervous. I can't face Anfield. I absolutely hate it. It's absolutely shite. But we've got every reason to feel confident at the moment for a variety of factors that I'm going to get into today. It's all set up quite nicely for Manchester City. Does that mean I'm confident? No. Does it mean I'm confident? But should we feel confident? We should be confident, even if my typical City mentality is clawing away at the insides of my head. But this is going to be a very interesting game. So today I'm going to go through all the team news, the overviews, the stats, try and predict the lineup and try and predict the score, I guess, at the end of this video. It's going to be interesting. Let's get straight into the overview. After I say, please hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel. It'd be absolutely awesome if you could do that for me. I'm getting closer and closer to 50k now. I need about 800 more subscribers. So if you're one of those potential 800, please do me a massive favor, help out a blue and click that subscribe button and give the video a like and get down in the comment section while you're at it. Big love. Hit the like and hit the subscribe button. Right, let's go into the overview of this game. Let's get the facts out of the way, basically. We all know at Liverpool we have a terrible record, a 17-match winless streak, which is our longest to any Premier League opponent away from home. And Liverpool's only defeat against us in the past 29 meetings at Anfield came back in May 2003. I think Anelka scored that day. Did he score both of them? I think he did. Either way, it's been an awful long time. Liverpool, however, are actually in danger of losing 3 consecutive league games at Anfield for the first time since 1963, after losses to Burnley and Brighton, nonetheless. And they've also failed to score. They could also fail to score, in 4 consecutive top-flight home matches for the first time in their history. So another clean sheet, and they've broken an unfortunate record there. They're also the only Premier League side without a home goal in 2021 and gone 348 minutes, which is just under 6 hours without scoring at Anfield. And also, there's a good stat here for Man City. A 14th consecutive win in all competitions could equal the record by a top-flight English club, which was set by Preston in 1892 and matched by Arsenal in 1987. Come on, City. This game is absolutely huge. Genuinely, this is the kind of game that if we win this, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't be confident about the Premier League title. Really, they are really still the team that I fear massively. Of course, United are good and Leicester are doing well, but Liverpool are the one that I'm scared of still, genuinely scared of. And if we win this game, we go 10 points clear with a game in hand on Liverpool. It's a massive chance to pull away from them. It's huge, and the game is getting more and more interesting because of a bit of delicious beef between Guardiola and Klopp. Now, if you've not seen it today, Klopp, quite childishly in my opinion, said this about Manchester City: we haven't had a break. Man City had 2 weeks for COVID, which for one is factually incorrect. Man City only had, I think there was 9 games between days, and of course City prepared for the Everton game before only having about a break of like 2 or 3 days before they had to play Chelsea, which is genuinely stupid. Anyway, Guardiola was not happy about this. Guardiola said, he went like that first. He cracked his knuckles. I can't crack my knuckles. Sorry, guys. I just did that, actually. He cracked his knuckles. He went, oh. And then he went, Jurgen has to see the calendar again. He made a mistake. And you think here he's got go all sassy, but he went, it was 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. That's why we're in the top 4 now. Jurgen has to see the calendar again. I will tell him. I will ask him how long. I thought that he wasn't that type of guy. Maybe I was wrong. I absolutely love that sass from Pep. Pep was absolutely fuming. And do you know what? He's right. Absolutely right. It was a week. An absolute week. And here's some stats for you. Let's go all Rafa Benitez on Jurgen Klopp here. City have played 18 games since the start of December. Liverpool have played 16. We literally have a more congested month right now because of this alleged break that we've got. We've got to fit Everton now into a run of games that includes Liverpool, of course, Mönchengladbach, Spurs, Arsenal, United, West Ham. It's a ridiculous run of games we've got now because of this alleged break that we've got. And to be honest, Liverpool could have had a break if they hadn't played a full-strength team against Aston Villa's kids in the Cup. I'm sorry, it's actually nonsense. This 2 weeks that apparently we had was basically 2 days. One as a match day as well, where City were about to go and play a game, but got called off, and we led to City playing Chelsea. As Guardiola said, with basically 8 players missing, only 14 senior players in the squad that day. I'm sorry, Liverpool have an awful luck with injuries, but Klopp is being entirely disingenuous there, and he's added a little bit of extra aggression to this game, I reckon. Pep was fuming, and rightfully so. He dealt with it beautifully, by the way. Sarcastic, prissy, and smug at the same time. A little kind of look of arrogance in his face, and I love it. Klopp, man, he's a great manager. Sometimes he can be great, but he's also a massive cry arse. I'm sorry, Klopp. Put your nappy back on, pal. Stop it. Stop having such a tantrum when it's not going your way. Moan about bad luck if you want to, but don't just talk fucking nonsense. It's absolutely embarrassing. Anyway, on to the team news. Unfortunately, it's pretty much as you were there. No Nathan Ake, no KDB, no Sergio Aguero, who's still, of course, recovering from COVID. Yeah, you're not pretty serious global pandemic-causing virus, Jurgen Klopp. You know the one that we had a break with? Well, guess what? Sergio's still out because he wasn't very well. Anyway, I should ignore that nonsense from Klopp. But anyway, unfortunately, no Nathan Ake still. I think it was Guardiola actually said the other day that it feels like he's been out forever and ever. But it's just because we've had so many games in such a condensed period of time that it really amplifies all this kind of stuff. But anyway, fingers crossed Nathan Ake will be back soon, and KDB and Sergio, because that'd be a wonderful boon towards the end of the season, especially this month, given that ridiculous run of games we've got coming up. In terms of the lineup, it's going to be interesting here. I've sat and thought about this with great intensity, and I really still don't know the answer here. Obviously, there's one consistency that we can all rely on. Edison is going to start this game in goal. Eddie will be absolutely crucial in this game, and I've got no doubts that he'll be involved between the sticks. And then we get to the defenders. Now, we all know it's going to be Stones and Diaz. It's going to be those two. They are absolutely in form. They don't concede goals, and they are bang in form. The best centre-back pairing in the league at the moment. One of the best centre-back pairings in the world, if not in the world. So it's going to be them. But the situation you've got now is, does he play Laporte at left-back? Does he play Zinchenko? Even Mendy's kept 3 clean sheets against Liverpool before, so does he play Mendy? Does he play Kyle Walker and Cancelo over at left-back? Now, Guardiola was actually talking about Cancelo beforehand, and he did admit that basically this change of system at the moment has helped our improvements, helped our performances improve. He said about Joao Cancelo as well, when we buy a player like Joao, we think he will play wide, but when we talk to him, like with Zinchenko and Delph, who play incredibly well, Fabian was key to our first league title. You start to see them at the moments he has, so maybe he can do it. After to try, when he's settled in the way we're asking for, he's open to do it, knowing it's difficult or needs time. He has the skills to play for a winger, the quality to play in the middle. I ask him and all the players to play simple. So Cancelo is definitely going to start. We all know that. What I would do personally, I would probably start Zinchenko. I genuinely would. I would start Zinchenko and Cancelo. I don't think Guardiola will start Laporte in this game. I don't think that was an experiment. It looked particularly comfortable the other day. I've got no doubts that Laporte can do this role, but I do think we sacrifice a little bit of control in the midfield there potentially with that whole double pivot and inverted fullback thing. While at the same time, I thought Laporte looked a little bit rusty the other day. Understandably, by the way, but I wouldn't do that. I reckon Guardiola will play Cancelo at left back with Kyle Walker coming in at right back. Walker's prone to a penalty, which worries me because I'm hoping, by the way, he goes Zinchenko, Cancelo. That's what I want to see there, because I think Zinchenko's so important, controlling the midfield. But I think he'll go Walker at right back and Cancelo at left back, because I think that talk about Zinchenko and Delph, well, maybe it will be Zinchenko, but I'm going to say Cancelo with Walker at right back. Hopefully I'm wrong there, but that's what I think he'll do. Because Walker, I don't know, I can just see him giving a penalty away. Hopefully I'm wrong. In terms of midfield, I thought about this quite a lot as well. I thought Rodrii was excellent the other day, and I'm tempted to say he might go for Fernandinho, but I'm going to say Rodrii anyway. I'm going to say Rodrii with Bernardo and Gundogan. I think that midfield kind of picks itself, really. The difficult thing now is going further forward. Who do you play here? I genuinely thought Sterling the other day was really, really good. I thought Sterling had a cracking game against Burnley. I thought he was everywhere and lively, and Sterling is a go-to man, but not necessarily at Anfield. However, this isn't your usual Anfield game, is it? There's no fans there. There's none of that edge, so we can't really treat that like a normal game. So I reckon Guardiola will be thinking about starting Sterling, but who do you drop then? Foden deserves to start, man. He definitely deserves to start this game, but I wouldn't be surprised if Foden's on the bench. But I'm going to say anyway, Foden will start this. I think he will start. Oh, it's so difficult, because I think Gabriel Jesus is going to play through the middle. Gabriel was good against Liverpool at the Etihad. He's in decent form at the moment. I think, and I think he is, by the way. He is scoring a few goals, even if he's not impressed everyone. I think he's in all right form. I think he'll play Gabby. I think he'll play Phil Foden. Sterling or Mahrez. I don't know. Oh, I can't tell you. I'm going to say Sterling. I think he'll play Sterling and Foden. But honestly, don't be surprised if Sterling's on the bench. It's Mahrez. I'm gonna commit to Sterling, but don't be surprised if it's Mahrez and Sterling's actually on the bench or Foden's on the bench, I guess. I can't tell you there. Let me know down in the comments what you would do. On to Liverpool. Well, Liverpool aren't in the best of form at the moment, are they? They lost the other day to Brighton. They did beat West Ham and Spurs away from home each time 3-1, which are big victories for them. Though they did then lose, of course, once again away from home 3-2 against United. They lost to Burnley as well. They drew against United 0-0, but they also then spanked Aston Villa 4-1, but lost away to Southampton. Also dropped points at Newcastle 0-0. Also dropped points at West Brom. Before that, beating Crystal Palace 7-0. Liverpool aren't in great form, though, overall. I mean, it's understandable to an extent. I do actually genuinely, well, injuries have made a difference. I'd be lying and I'd be being disingenuous if I didn't say that losing the likes of Jota, Matip, Keita, Gomez, VVD, Virgil van Dijk is a massive loss for them. And they have recently had the likes of, obviously Fabinho and occasionally Alisson out and whatever. I do think Mane and Fabinho will be okay for this game on Sunday. I reckon they'll play, and I reckon Alisson will probably return as well. A bit of an illness apparently he's had, but I reckon Alisson will return. But I do think they'll have a stronger team than we realise for this game. And they've still got, obviously, absolute immense amounts of quality. Even when they're losing to Brighton, they've still got the players on the pitch, in theory, to do it. When you've got, Trent, you've got Trent, you've got Robertson, you've got Thiago, Wijnaldum. Salah is still banging goals in. Firmino, obviously, is always a threat against Man City. So they have got quality there, and they are going to be up for this game. Obviously, a game against Man City is going to be motivated for them. Thiago hasn't had a great time at Liverpool so far, but he's got quality. And he'll be up for making a point here against Gundogan, against Guardiola, against Manchester City, a big team. So I think basically Liverpool will take this pretty seriously. Although, of course, they've got the two new centre-back signings, Ozan Kabak and Ben Davis, a lad from, was he Preston, I think? Klopp did discuss these two. He said Ben and Ozan had yesterday an analysis meeting and they trained, where they got shown all the stuff we do usually, like a centre-half movie. So today, proper session, tomorrow, proper session, and we will see. I don't know yet. Personally, I don't think they'll start tomorrow. I think they'll go for what they did the other day. They'll have, Henderson maybe, or maybe Fabinho comes back in, maybe alongside Phillips. I'm hoping, personally, we see Henderson at centre-back because I think they miss him big time in midfield. We can mock Henderson, but his energy and his drive is so useful for Liverpool. And can't deny he's absolutely crucial in the heart midfield for them. And Milner, I can see him having an annoyingly good game, frustratingly. Guardiola isn't taking this lightly. He said it'll be as tough as ever. He said always tough. They know what they have to do, offensively, defensively. Tomorrow they'll be more aggressive. They recover after Brighton and they will be ready. It's one of them. It's one of the title rivals, absolutely. A lot of points. A team that is off the title race and no team is already winning the title. How many leaders this season changes up and down? It can happen again. Tomorrow we focus on what we can do. Then Swansea, then Spurs. And he's right. This game is absolutely crucial, man. If we win this game, there will be fear transmitting throughout the Premier League. I've got no doubts whatsoever that they'll be up for this. Genuinely be up for it. Having said that, I'm confident. Why shouldn't we be confident? Why can't this be the time when we go to Anfield and we get this hoodoo off us? Why can't we be this time where we go and finally win a game at Anfield? We are a better side than them at the moment. That's not controversial. It's just true. We are rock solid currently. There's none of that edginess. There's none of the fans there to give them that extra little bit of energy, which is a thing. We can pretend it isn't, but it is a thing in big games. There's none of that. And Liverpool are a team currently lacking in confidence and looking very insular with a manager making an awful lot of excuses. Having said that, it is still Liverpool. They are still good for a goal. They are still full of quality. And City need to be composed. But I'm hoping there's one man that can make a massive difference in this game. The Ruben Dias factor. Ruben Dias has been absolutely quality since he came to Manchester City, and he's a big game player with a big game mentality. If he turns up tomorrow, and if Gundogan turns up tomorrow, and if Bernardo turns up tomorrow, we will be absolutely fine. Bernardo, I'm hoping for a repeat performance of that classic Bernardo boundless energy performance from the 18-19 season when he was absolutely everywhere at the Etihad Stadium. That kind of Bernardo is needed tomorrow, and Foden goal needed tomorrow. Gabriel Jesus to run everywhere tomorrow. Come on, City, man. Let's get into these Scouse bastards. No offense to any Liverpool fans watching, but let's get into them. Let's get into these Liverpoolians. I really want City to beat them. We should be beating them here, and I'm going to confidently say horrible, nervy, tense, but satisfying 1-0 victory. Come on, City. I'm predicting a victory away at Anfield for the first time. I don't know if I've ever done it before, but I'm going for it. Come on, City. This is going to be absolutely huge. Thank you so much for watching this game. Let me know down in the comments what your prediction is going to be. What's your lineup going to be? And get me to 50k. Hit the subscribe button if you don't mind. And big love as well to all the patrons currently scrolling down the side of the screen. Absolute heroes. Do you like my One Football jumper? They sent me a load of One Football merch and I absolutely loved it. I've got loads of stuff. Look at this. I've got One Football socks and a bum bag. I absolutely love it. Big love to One Football as well. They're not sponsoring this video, but this came in the post. Delayed Christmas present. I absolutely love it. Anyway, you're all absolute heroes. Big love to you all. I will see you, of course, tomorrow for another video. Go watch the video from yesterday as well. Subscribe, and I'll catch you as well on Sunday for a watch along. Come on, City. Come on.